Hello everyone, my name is Nikita Mahlich, the Epiphany Guy, and today we're going to talk about past simple in real life. Are you ready for real life? Let's get started. And as always, we'll start from examples, of course, from real life. The first one, where were you at 8 p.m. yesterday? Wife asked the husband, where were you at 8 p.m. yesterday? And he answers, I was at work. And she says, I saw you chat with Jessica. So you chat with Jessica. You had a hookup. I want a divorce now. Yes? So this is a real life situation that happens sometimes. So let me know if that happened to somebody that you know, or it happens often. Share it with us using the grammar, of course, that you learn. And here we actually used in all the sentences past simple variation of using to be and other word. And let's get deeper, understand how it works. So at first, I would love you to look at signal words. These words which help us to identify when to use past simple. So these words are often, sometimes, always in the past, yes. Last week, month, year, ages ago, when I was a child, yeah. These words help us to identify and use this time. Now is the question, when? When do we use it? First function, yes, first thing, frequency in the past. Yes, like frequency is like how often, sometimes, always, yes, how often, yes. And the questions that we can ask is, how often did you smoke last year? Yes, for example, your doctor can ask you whatever, how often did you smoke last year? Yes, and the answer is, last year I smoked every day. Yes, so some frequencies in the past we use past simple. Then a definite point in the past, definite point in the past. He abused her when she was 7, definite point in the past. Yes, when she was 7. She didn't know what to do when she was 7. Yes, she wasn't completely aware when she was 7. Yeah. So here how it works, and you have seen example. Let's understand what this like reddish thing and how it works. So the structure. At first, when you think about past simple, I would love you to separate the words to be and other verbs. It's really important. So to be has specific formula. It's subject plus was and were. So I was, he, she, it was, and he was a were. For example, yes, when she was 7, yes, she was 7, past simple. Then negative form, we use I, he, she, it wasn't, and you is a weren't. For example, she wasn't, yes, she wasn't completely aware. And then we can use the questions. In questions, we put was were at the beginning, was were plus subject. So, for example, were you sick? Were you sick last night? Yes, it's very important. So, where were you? It's like, you know, the dog is barking. Where were you? Where were you? Yeah, where were you? Where were you? A little bit different sounds. Yeah. Where were you last night? And the next one is WH question. It starts with WH. What, where, why? And we use was, were, and then subject. So that's it. It's very easy. You see the examples. If you have any questions, let me know. Then other verbs. Other verbs we use a subject and then in positive form, and then verb from the second form. What does it mean, verb of the second form? We can look here. Verb of the second form. You should understand that we have regular verbs and irregular verbs. For regular verbs, we just add ed. Most of the verbs are regular. For example, work, worked. Yes, and irregular verbs, we look at the column, the second column. And let's look a little bit here, finish with this, and go to regular verbs. But what does it mean? For regular like work, we just add ed, and for irregular, it will be this one. Where we have it. Do we have it here? Yes, I smoked. Yes, it's regular verb. We added ed. I smoked every day last year. Negative form, we use very simple. We don't have to learn the second form. We use subject, then we use didn't. It doesn't matter. I, he, she, it, you, we say. Always didn't, and verb in the first form without ed. No ed. So, for example, this question, this one, yes, she didn't know what to do. Know is irregular, and the second form is new. So we don't say she didn't knew. We say she didn't know. First word. Then the question we use did, then subject, and our smile and verb in the first form. Yes, not ed. This is a huge mistake that people do. That people make. Yeah. D, for example, where do we have it? We have this one. Yes. How often? Yes, it's like WH. How often? Also here. How often did you smoke? Without the D. Yeah. So let's go to regular verbs. Regular verbs. It's very simple, yes, to be and other verb. Regular verbs, we just add ed, but there is a little bit, some specific word. Worked, yes, we add ed, we need ed. But rape, for example, is rape. We already have e, so we just add d. Raped, he raped her, yes, like in the news. Real life, yeah. Then study. When we have consonant before y consonants like d, t, v, letters, we change y to I, E, and add D. Study, studied. But if we have vowel like A, E, O, we leave it as this and add ed. Stay, stayed. And also when we have like, it's about sounds, you just notice it, yes? Stop, and then we say stopped. Yes, we have like pt. If we have this like, we feel this like doubling, we just double. Stop, stopped. Here, walk, work, worked. You see, there is no p, yes? This doubling. So be aware, you can Google it and learn it more, but this is basic. And irregular words, you just go to the second column, just Google it, you will find the list of irregular verbs. And I advise you to learn them separately. For example, like something that repeats cut, cut, cut. Then they have the same form. Yes, just the second, fly, flew, flown. The similar is blow, blew, blown. Yeah, and I recommend you to learn three columns because you will need it in future when you learn like present perfect or just when you learn present perfect. So learn them all together. You can Google and find some interesting songs on the internet to learn. It's the best way to learn with songs. Write, wrote, written. Write, wrote, written. Yes, similar. So yes, hope that it's been valuable. Let's go to our examples. Where were you at 8 a.m. at 8 p.m. yesterday? Yes, what is this? It's this question with to be. Yes, and then I was at home and the answer with to be. Then she said, I saw your chat with Jessica. What? It's this one, yes? Positive with verb in the third form. See, so seen, yes? You had a hookup. I want a divorce. And again, she used this one. So guys, hope it's been valuable. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a spellbinding day full of epiphanies and see you soon. Bye bye.